Oh, you've done it now, Johnny.
Welcome to the breakdown with Jay and Nell, where we'll discuss all of your NFL and NBA news.
Tap in if you want to get to the breakdown. Welcome to the breakdown. It's your boy L.
And I'm your boy Jay.
And this week, guys, we're going to talk about this wild, I don't know if it's been a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is, of NFL free agency. And yes, free agency has started, so let's get to it. The main thing we're going to talk about is the biggest fish in the room right now. Max Crosby going back to Las Vegas? I definitely wasn't expecting that one. That was a mad twist, especially because, bro, they already allocated all their other resources. It's already been allocated. So to have him back is like, oh, we got Tua gone. Oh, this is
Yeah,
not awkward. It's awkward, but it's not awkward.
yeah, that was a very crazy situation. But I think the Ravens, I think the reason why they had pivoted is because I think they realized that giving up 2 first round picks is too much for Max Crosby. That's one thing. Second thing, I don't believe all of the BS about they didn't know the severity of his injury because you're supposed to know that going into the negotiations of making a trade. You should have known his medicals, like his recovery time, all of that, when he's gonna um where is he at in his rehab and all of that. Like I don't want to hear that BS like, oh, the injury looks worse than it seems to be because you should have known this going into it before you decide to make the trade. So I
Yeah,
don't like the fact that I don't like the fact that the Ravens backed out of it. Like that's gonna leave a sour taste in, like a lot of teams' mouths. Like, oh, we ain't gonna want to do any deals with you because the chances of you backing out of it is high.
yeah, that definitely ruined their thought process. I mean, the thought process to everybody else, to them. Also, there's no way you didn't know. You knew he got injured beforehand. How you not know this? I rather you say we didn't want him than saying, oh, it's just injury. Just say we didn't want him or we didn't want to give up the 2 picks. Oh, y'all say that. But to counteract that, they still got a beast. They still got another beast. And Trey Hendrickson. Why would you let this man go? Why? Like, all y'all had to do was pay him. Now he's getting, I think, a 4-year, $112 million contract. Crazy.
Yep,
Crazy.
he got his
He
he,
got a
he
wish.
got his wish. Yep.
But it's crazy because now instead of him being on my team, now he's on the other side. Now I gotta go against him. And I know what he can do. But congrats to him for getting his money. But I wouldn't have went to the Ravens. Not after the way I just seen him do to Max Crosby and them.
Well, those are two different situations. And I feel like I say I say the Ravens made the Max Crosby trade because I guess they felt like maybe they wanted Trey Hendrickson all along, but they didn't know that was going to end up with him because they had Max Crosby. So they probably backed out of the Max Crosby trade in order to be able to get Trey Hendrickson. That's what I'm thinking. That's my little
I mean that makes
conspiracy.
sense. But I would have just went ahead and not even looked at Max Crosby's way then. I would have went ahead and focused strictly on Trey Hendrickson. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
their
Like
pilots.
actually,
Yeah,
I might as well just go ahead and focus strictly on them, and that way I can outbid whoever trying to bid them. Now, granted, they got him anyway, so it really don't matter. But you know,
yeah. I think like maybe they was looking at his age and was like, oh, I don't want to. They probably didn't feel comfortable paying him all that money, but they end up paying him the money anyway. So I don't know. It's like I said, this was a weird outcome of the events. But Ravens, they got Trey Henderson. I feel like it was a good deal for both sides. They get a pass rusher, they needed one, and he gets to go on a team that's contending.
true. Now, the next thing we're gonna talk about is this Dallas Cowboys situation. This Rashawn Gary come to Dallas? That's crazy. And when I say it's crazy in the sense of like you could have been did a package deal to get him out of there. If that's what you're gonna do. You could have get did Rashawn Gary for Michael Parsons.
No, no,
Are they not the same player?
no, they're not.
So Michael is better.
Yeah, he's better.
I mean, the way that they were saying that it was gonna be last season was who do you double team? Somebody gonna get open. I mean, somebody gonna have one-on-one coverage. So to me, that's saying that he's right on par with Michael Parsons, or he's not that far behind him.
Well, if you have to pick your poison, who would you rather double cover? You go double cover Micah all the time.
I mean, yeah,
And
I understand. So I get that, but what I'm saying is that if you go back and listen to how everybody was talking about it, they were saying like, "Oh, it's gonna be a double-edged sword. Who you going? Who do you go against? You can only double team one of the two people."
I mean, yeah, but that's pretty much for any team though. But um, back what you said, they're not equal players. Yeah, you probably could have included him in the Micah deal along with Kenny Clark, but then you probably have to take away one of those first round picks. But um, I think it was a good addition. It was a good trade. I'm not. I know I'm not expecting this, but some people may expect it. I'm not expecting him to replace Michael Parsons. Like he's not that type of player. He'll get sacks, but not at a high volume. He's more of a run defender. He's a run defender. So think of Jadeveon Clowney. He had like 8.5 sacks with us, but he was mainly a run defender. He helped in run defense. He's a poor man's DeMarcus Lawrence. Guy we just lost. He won a Super Bowl with the Seahawks. Rashawn Gary is more of that type player than Michael Parsons. So I don't know where you heard those accusations from, but
You don't,
Gary is nowhere close to Michael
you don't
Parsons.
remember that though?
No, I never heard that before.
You
I
never
never heard
heard that they
anybody.
were like, "Oh, who do you double team?"
No, I didn't hear that at all.
Where were you at? Who were you watching? Like when all of that was going on, it was just that was a few months ago. Like not a
I
few, but
understand
you
what
know,
you're saying, but I'm saying they're not the same player.
no, I get that, but I'm saying the way that many sports writers were saying was like, "Oh, who do you double team?" It's gonna be
They always say that.
okay.
Come on now. They always say
All
that.
right. Next up, we got Dre Greenlaw. Welcome back, coming back home. Uh oh. You hear that, Jay? I said, baby. Welcome back home, Jay. Glad to see you back with us. You know what I'm saying? Nice, man. Go ahead and put that hit shit back on them boys. Let's go. You had your fun. Now come back home. Now, all we need is Hufanga to come back home. Come on back, Hufanga. We miss you.
Well, it's good signing for y'all. I won't get too excited because he hasn't been the same player since he left y'all. Um, yeah, it is good. He's going back to the 49ers familiarity with the in the building, with some of the coaches. I think it was a good signing for y'all, but it's not it's not like a oh my god, 49ers back to being Super Bowl contenders type move. But it was a good move for y'all.
So, the next trade that I have is Osa coming from Dallas to San Fran. How do you feel about that? As a Cowboys fan, and
Um,
I remember we just talked about that. You were like, "Dang, I hope they don't let him go."
yeah. When I first heard about it, I wasn't happy about it, but it kind of makes sense because you're paying two other guys. We was paying three guys $20 million at the defensive tackle position, and that's a
Mhm.
lot of money spent on one position. So to it makes sense to trade them. Um, lowers your cap hit, you save some money, you get a third round pick back. We didn't have a third round pick. We used our third round pick to trade for George Pickens. So you basically get your third round pick back.
I know the
Also he's
seventh
a
round pick.
great player. You said what?
It's not a 7th round pick. We
You
didn't give
said
y'all a seventh
seven or
round pick.
second? Huh?
Uh, I think it was a third. I think it was a 7th rounder.
No, y'all gave us a third round.
Yeah, y'all third rounder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh yeah. Oh, you thinking about the Solomon Thomas trade? No,
Okay.
that yeah, we traded him to Tennessee for a 7th round draft pick.
Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All
But
right.
also
Yeah.
we got a 3rd round pick for y'all.
Got you.
Oh yeah. At first I didn't like the trade. It was I was like, what? But it made sense direction they're trying to go. They're changing the scheme, and I guess like they felt like he wasn't a fit in the scheme. I kind of hated that we traded it to somebody within the conference, the 49ers. I would have been okay if we traded to anybody else. But y'all, for we need to stay away from making trades with y'all and the Eagles. But
You love us.
I think it was a great trade for y'all. I think he'll fit
I,
in nicely with y'all.
I think so too. Uh, Next up, which is crazy, we have Nakobe Dean going to going to the Las Vegas Raiders. I didn't see that. That which is crazy because that's the money that got allocated from the Max Crosby trade.
Yeah. Um, that was a great signing. I didn't like it was totally unexpected. I didn't feel like he was gonna go to the Raiders. I know it was talks about him going to the Cowboys, him returning back to Philadelphia. I never heard the Raiders as a team, and the Raiders have had a pretty good offseason so far, which we'll talk about later. We'll talk about our winners and losers, but that was a great move for the Raiders. They needed a starting linebacker. And Nakobe Dean went healthy. He's a good starting linebacker. He's a quality starter.
Next up, we have two quarterback changes. First one is Miami getting Malik Willis and Atlanta getting Tua. I don't see why Atlanta needs him. He's he's a walking concussion protocol. medically retire this man, please. Because at this point, this is utterly ridiculous. And I wouldn't wish this on anybody, but I feel like he's gonna be one of the top studies in the case of CTE.
Man, that's yeah, it's kind of harsh, but
What is happening?
all right, talk about Tua. I feel like it was a smart signing by the Falcons. You need a backup quarterback. Um, I think the organization is kind of split on Michael Penix. Like some people believe he could be the franchise quarterback. Some people can. Some people cannot. So I think there's a lot of uncertainty going around Michael Penix and him being the franchise quarterback. So you got to throw in competition in there, um, to push him a little bit, or if things fall off the rails, you have a backup plan. And I think Tua would be fine in Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta, I feel like Atlanta's one of those teams like are right there on the cusp, but for some reason they just can't get over the hump. I'm not saying Tua's gonna do that for them, but you never know. It could be a possibility he could get them to the playoffs if he ends up being the starting quarterback.
Yes, he can. And as far as the Patrick Willis signing, that was definitely a really decent signing. Gets him out of a cold city into a warmer city. So, we'll see how he plays. Hopefully he does
Yeah,
well.
I like the Malik Willis signing. I kind of called it because y'all was paying attention on our social medias. I did a landing spots video for Malik, and the Dolphins are one of the landing spots for him. He has familiarity in the building with their head coach. That was his former defense coordinator on Green Bay Packers.
Mhm.
General manager was also part of the Green Bay Packers front office. So it kind of makes sense there. He had ties already within the building. And Miami, they're rebuilding mode. So I'm interested to see how they're going to build this team around him.
Yeah, that's yeah, they are in a rebuild mode. They've been in one for like the past few years, bro. They just been in a rebuilding mode. Next up, we got K9 going to Kansas City, bruh. Why? Why would you? Why? Like I'm still mad about that. You go to Kansas City? That's all they really needed. Well, that and a tight end, but that's all they really needed. And he still got some tread on the tires. Man, it's gonna be crazy. This upcoming season gonna be crazy. I'm proud of him, but I'm annoyed at the same time.
Yeah. Kenneth Walker is definitely going to make the Kansas City Chiefs great again. Um, I wasn't surprised about it because I keep up with the rumors and everything. And Chiefs were one of the teams that are very high on them. And this gives him the best. It's crazy because he wins both ways. You get opportunity to play with a contender, and some people still consider Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL. You get to play with him, get to play with Andy Reid, get your bag, and you get another chance at winning another Super Bowl. So that's a win-win
Yeah,
for
it's a
him.
win-win. And I still get my Super Bowl ring from Seattle. It's
And it's
crazy.
crazy because Seattle should
Yeah,
have resigned that man.
exactly.
They gonna regret that.
Yeah. Next up, it's like they whole defensive roster is gone, just about. Like Seattle, and they always do this. It's not just Seattle, but all the teams do this. And like they'll win a championship with a certain group of players, and instead of trying to keep majority of the players, they end up releasing them or they trade them or something like that, instead of keeping the same formula has been working. It reminds me of the 2011 Dallas Mavericks.
Man, why you had to bring that up out of all the championship teams out there?
Because that's the one that cut to mind. They win the year before, and then that same year, everybody just leaves. It gets back in that same sequence. Like a few months later, everybody just left.
Can't keep everybody.
Yeah, whatever. um, another crazy thing that happened. Your boy, Kyler Murray going to the freaking Vikings. I mean, it's good because he had Addison and he had JJ, but he can't see over the offensive line. So he gonna be wearing out the pocket every time. JJ McCarthy needs to go and retire too, cause you better be a perennial backup from now on. Next, no, the crazy thing is that he's getting paid. He's playing for free.
Yep.
Arizona still owing the man like $36 million.
Yep.
That is bonkers. They're paying him not to play.
He's
Oh,
gonna
they
end
got to
up
do it with
playing.
him.
I like I like the signing. It's very smart by him and by Minnesota. You need competition out there for JJ McCarthy. Kyler Murray, he's still young. He's like 28, I think 29. He could still be a franchise quarterback. So it'd be interesting to see come training camp time that quarterback battle between him and JJ McCarthy. But I think he could have somewhat of a resurgence with the Vikings because he has a smart head coach in Kevin O'Connell. He has the weapons in Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. They got weapons in Minnesota. They just need a quarterback, and maybe Colin could be that guy for them.
Next up, bro, let's get to the winners and losers.
You want me to go first, or you can go first?
I'll go first. My winners consist of the Raiders, the Cowboys, the Niners, the Ravens, and I guess the Vikings. Those are my
Okay.
winners. My losers, the Dolphins, the Falcons, the Arizona Cardinals, the 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 uh the uh the Jets, and the Bengals.
Okay. Those that's a pretty good list. Um, my winners. My first one is the Raiders. I like what they did. They signed Tyler Lindenbaum, the best free agent center in free agency. You sign him, so you have the brain of your offensive line. You have the captain, and that's a smart move because you gonna have Fernando Mendoza coming in. Um, so you need to protect them at all costs, and that's a good way to show up your offensive line with the signing of Linderbaum. I like the Jalen Naylor signing. He could be a high end number two receiver for you, or at best number three receiver. And then the two linebackers, when the Kobe Dean and Quay Walker. You get
Mhm.
2 starting linebackers and 1 free agency period, which is crazy.
That's
And another thing, it's a fun fact. They both played at Georgia together. So Nicole B. Dean and Quay Walker, they
wow.
played at Georgia together and they reunited. So I like the Raiders. I like what they did. Next one I have is the Panthers. They signed Jalen Phillips. They signed Devin Lloyd. So you shore up that defense a bit with a pass rusher and a starting middle linebacker. And this survivor is the Rams. I like what they did on improving that secondary, trading for Trent McDuffie from the Chiefs. Still in another corner from the Chiefs, signing Jalen Watson in free agency. And they re-signed their safety, Cameron Curl. So Rams, Rams are having a sneaky good offseason so far. And my last one I have is the 49ers. I like the Mike Evans signing. Like you said, they got Greenlaw back and they traded for Osa. So y'all got it's a nice little solid offseason y'all having, and y'all go have Nick Bosa coming back and Fred Warner. So let's see how that defense is gonna look now.
And Makai Williams.
Oh yeah, him too. Losers, the Cowboys, uh, key signings, re-signed Javante Williams, tag George Pickens, we traded for Rashawn Gary. I like the trade. I just don't think he's not gonna help. He's not the cure for our pass rush. I think we still need to get a couple more pass rushers. Um, Brandon Aubrey, they placed a second round tender on him. He's likely going to be back. They're going to work out a long term deal with him.
They better.
Uh, yeah. So I had the Cowboys as losers because I feel like they could have did more in free agency. I would like for them to go after Max Crosby, or I mean they went after Max Crosby, but I think they should still continue to pursue him. Trey Hendrickson, they didn't even try with that. I would like to see them try. But I want them to at least sign one impact free agent, and they haven't done that. So, Seahawks, they're losers. They lost a lot of pieces. They did re-sign Rashid Shaheed. That's good, but
Oh, great.
yeah, they lost. They lost a lot. They lost a lot of pieces on that defense, so it's gonna be hard to replicate what they did going into next season. Cleveland Browns is another loser. They didn't do it. I feel like they haven't done anything to really improve the team. They signed a few offensive linemen, um, but you don't add any weapons for Shadur or whoever your quarterback's going to be. And it's the Browns. They're just a horrible organization. And the last team I have is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're losers. I do like the signing of Rico Dowdle. They did trade for Michael Pittman Jr. We signed Cam Hayward. Signed Jamil Dean, re-signed Asante Samuel Jr., and they signed Jaquan Brisker. I would like for them to be more aggressive in their pursuit of getting a quarterback because you're putting all your eggs in the same 43-year-old quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. When there are teams that are planning for the future, they have a franchise quarterback, but the Steelers, they don't have a plan. So I kind of
If
want to know,
anything,
like, what is that plan?
go get J.J. McCarthy and call it a day. Because they willing to give him away for nothing. Go
No,
get J.J.
that's
McCarthy
not a bad idea.
or Justin Fields. Right.
Well, they had
Again.
him and they let him go.
Yeah, again. But that's all we got for this episode, guys. Thank you guys for your support and everything. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Keep rocking with us. We're gonna keep rocking with y'all. Anything you guys say for the fans, fam?
uh, oh man, you go lead a show without give her your best free agent signing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta go with. I have two. It's San Fran
All right.
getting Mike Evans, and it's the Ravens getting Trey Hendrickson.
Okay. I really do like the Mike Evans signing, so I agree with you there. I also like the Chiefs signing Kenneth Walker. You need a running back, and hopefully you bring balance to that offense because they need the balance. And now it's just the Chiefs plugging up the holes. Probably revamping the offensive line and revamping their defense. And like we said, they should be right back into contender status in the AFC. What is your worst free agent signing?
And it's not even a free agent sign. It's just a weird thing that's happened. Uh, Miami getting Malik Williams and or no, not Miami, Atlanta getting Tua. That may have been a trade, but that's even horrible in general due to his medical history.
um,
I
I
think he's
guess
going to
for me, you said what?
I think he'll be going to Magic City for the Wings. He'll be like Magic City Mondays. Yeah, it's going down. He ain't never been all that going on.
Oh man, this
Well, we don't
guy,
have
this
to die, but we ain't never had no KOD. We ain't never had Magic City Mondays. God damn. Gotta be down, cause Jelly don't shake like that.
this guy. Um, I think for me, uh, hey, it's a lot of bad moves out there. I will say I'm gonna go with them. It's not a free agent signing, but I'm gonna go with the Michael Pittman trade. Um, I think that was a bad trade by the Colts. Um, I know you re-signed Alec Pierce, but now you leave a hole on the other side. Who's gonna be other starting receiver? Unless they draft someone, but I don't know. I don't feel like they should have given up on Michael Pittman.
I agree. But that's all we got for this episode, guys. Again, thank y'all for y'all support. We love y'all. We support y'all. And y'all keep supporting us. Thanks again. See you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. And continue to follow us on our social media accounts. Um, we're gonna keep dropping the fire content. Free agency is starting to dwindle down a little bit. The big names are pretty much off the board, but we'll keep y'all updated with these free agent signings.